Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing what are you talented at. So we're taking a look at one aspect, one of your skills, and seeing what you're really talented at. So to do this reading, we're going to be picking out 3 piles together. I see the first one popping up already. We'll be picking them together as usual on camera. So that's the second pile, and I see the third pile popping up as well. So for pile number 1, we have Starfish. For pile number 2, we have Beaver. And for pile number 3, we have Otter. So take a look at which one of these piles you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, in fact, if you feel drawn to all the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So we're taking a look at what you're talented at, and you get the Starfish. Isn't it? It was really mesmerizing how the Starfish popped up in a reading about talent, because the Starfish is so beautiful. It's a natural and it has natural and exquisite beauty. It's mesmerizing to all of us. So straight away, you seem to be someone who has artistic or expressive talent, pile number 1. But this is a reading where we're going to take a look at the cards together so that we find out exactly how you're talented and what you're talented at, and maybe how you can use it as well. I was actually planning on 1. We got 2. So that's pretty cool. It seems there's a strong message here for you. Pile number 1, you have, wow, spell and enchantment. That's not a coincidence. So we were just talking about being mesmerized with your talent. It seems that it's so strong, it compels people. It's like we've been put under a spell of divinity itself with that sort of energy being around you. Pile number 1. So you're super talented artistically, expressively. So that could be art, drawing, drama. It could be singing, music. You're one way or the other able to express yourself very well artistically, and it's alluring, and it really draws people in just like a spell. Pile number 1. Isn't that interesting? I was not expecting that. My goodness, I don't want to exaggerate, but I'm like mind blown at the moment. So these 2 cards talk about wish fulfillment, strong wish fulfillment. In fact, with the chalice here, you have the Holy Grail. So it looks to me like, pile number 1, you've been given this divine expression for a reason. Part of your spiritual journey has to do with art or self-expression, and yours, so much so, is very unique. You have the water element, and every card has to do with water here. It will touch people's emotions. I think you'll help people heal with your art, and it's really going to be speaking a lot to people. Now, the most important thing about that to you, pile number 1, is that it looks like it's going to be bringing you a lot of blessings. This talent that you have, you're supposed to use it because other people, first of all, need it. Second of all, it seems like you are capable of creating so much abundance with it, and you have no idea. But it looks like you've been putting your dreams aside, maybe to please others, to please society, or to please your parents, your outer image maybe. And I think you're now being invited to have another look, pile number one, at why you've been given such exquisite skill and what you could use it for. Because believe me, when you're able to have that strong effect on people, you'll take that societal respect that may be hindering you at the moment. So why not incorporate this talent back into your life and start working on it? Pile number one. I see a message here from your spirit guides really urging you to take a look again and maybe fill your cup one more time. Wow, that was deep. I was not expecting that. So, yeah, I was really intrigued when the starfish appeared, and this is really confirming the message here for us. So with the Ace of Pentacles, apologies about that, there seems to be again this invitation of a new beginning to start embarking on a new endeavor in terms of your artistic skills, using this talent for the greater good. Whoa, your cards are really popping up. You have the Page of Swords. All right, let's lay out your cards. It looks like a very interesting reading now. And see what your spirit guides have to say about that. More about your talent and maybe what you can do with it. Ooh, so interesting. I love good art. So you have the Knight of Cups. It looks like you'll have a lot of adoring fans. Pile number one. You have the Queen of Swords. Yes, that's one of the things that really hinders artists sometimes. It's the need for discipline. You're definitely not putting in time for that, even though you have the skill for a reason, like we mentioned here. Pile number one. All right. We've shuffled this enough. Let's go one more time. Your cards are popping. Didn't I tell you? So, look, that is no coincidence. The star fell right under the star. What is going on? What are the synchronicities going on in this reading already? You have the Eight of Pentacles. Of course, wasn't expecting anything less than that. That's your message here, pile number one. You have the Two of Swords. Yep. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles. I love this deck. I haven't used it for a while and I miss it. You have the Devil. And last but not least, you have, of course, the Hierophant in conjunction with the Queen of Swords. There's so much that I want to tell you, first of all, about your talent, and second of all, about what your spirit guides here are telling you regarding your talent, pile number one. Let me just adjust the cards here so that you can see. I mean, you're an artist. Looks sloppy to you. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Respect your stardom here, because pile number one, there is no coincidences. You have two stars right in conjunction with each other. There is a strong message from your spirit guides that you are going to reach stardom with this talent. Can you see? And like I told you, it's going to bring you a lot of blessings, and that is in conjunction with the King of Pentacles. You'll be making it big. It seems like you're going to get really rich. You're going to be abundant. A lot of wealth going on here. And I see that you're going to enchant people. You're going to like bring a spell on them with your beautiful work. Remember, being around you is a thrill. Pile number one with this starfish. It's like we said, being under a spell of divinity itself. And so I see people rushing and running towards your talent, listening to you or watching what you're drawing or reading what you're writing. I don't know what it is. A lot of you have to, it has to do with writing, and I see drawing, of course. I see music. I see singing, of course, with the swords. I don't know what to tell you, pile number one. You're really underestimating what your talent could do here. I know society doesn't always encourage us to go this route a lot of the times, but your spirit guides are really encouraging you to do that. You're going to reach stardom. You're going to make it big. Make no mistake. And if you feel in your heart that you could be walking on that path, even though it's a risky path, the fact that you're holding yourself off or feeling like you're stuck, even though you feel the calling, this chalice here shows us a salmon fish, and it shows that you have to go against the grail. It doesn't matter what society thinks at the moment, because at the end of the day, we really revere all our big artists, Beethoven, Van Gogh. We have so much respect for them, and so you have a lot of talent that's going to take you somewhere really big one day, and you shouldn't be listening to society or choosing one out of or the other. So I see you here with the Eight of Pentacles in conjunction to the with the Two of Swords. You thinking, should I leave my job and follow my passion? Or should I stick to my job and do the right thing and forget about that and feel stuck for the rest of my life, missing out on my talent? And here I see that you don't need to do one without the other. In fact, this looks to me like a nice transition. You need to be working and moving towards your talent, pile number one. You need to be doing the same until this phase has ended, and you beginning like a new moon starts, where you can start enchanting people fully with your talent, because it's getting you a lot of money and a lot of fame, pile number one. So what you're missing at the moment is not the confusion that we're talking about here, which is a big part of the story, of course, but you're misled by this confusion, because that's not the only thing that's causing a problem here. What I see, pile number one, is commitment issues. The Hierophant in conjunction with the Queen of Swords. I see that you need to start planning for it. You need to put in that work. I do hear you say talent cannot be pushed. Talent is an inspiration. Yes, but that's not what I see in terms of your energy with the cards and your advice with your spirit guides. With your spirit guides, I see an advice to sticking with it, putting into the time, and start working on this talent. If you get that something on that day, great. If you don't, maybe you'll get an idea. Maybe you're gonna come up with a concept. One thing or the other, because if you don't put in the time, you're not gonna reach this wonderful dream, pile number one. And it seems like you're absolutely talented. It would be a shame to waste this beautiful talent. So your spirit guides are advising you to, little by little, start creating plans, start putting in some hours for brainstorming, for actually creating whatever project that you should be working on in terms of your talent. And you will find that this strong commitment here will reap a lot of benefit and results. In fact, just this commitment right there, it could free you completely from this confusing energy of doing a job when your heart is somewhere else. So put in that time, pile number one. Please, you deserve it, really, with all this beautiful divine talent that you have. And it does leave a promise that you will be very famous with a lot of money. So make the transition slowly but surely. And again, if you want a little bit of help with commitment here, as you may know if you've watched me enough on the channel, I do have a productivity book that I sell. It's very small. You're not going to procrastinate on reading it. It has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person, all while enjoying it. And that's your theme here. If you're interested, you'll find my email in the description box. Send me an email. I'll send you details and the prices, and I'll send it straight to your email. So pile number 1, don't miss out on this talent, please, and start planning for it, because it looks like we have the holy grail here. So this looks like you're going to be leaving a big mark on the world with a big name. Maybe you're going to be doing something in a different way, where there is a new school that comes out of that teaches people this new ideology, or the new way that you do things. You know you're uniquely talented, and you're going to have a lot of adoring fans, no question about it. But here's the thing, I feel that you're a little bit worried about gossip, maybe. Yes, in order to balance that out, pile number 1, you need to surround yourself with positive friends, the right people who encourage your talent. Yes, they're not telling you to leave everything and not plan it out. I get that. But you don't also need people who look down on what you're meant to do. If you have divine energy, pile number 1, this is to be respected and will bring you a lot of respect. So surround yourself with the right people, the right ones who have the right mindset, successful mindset. Free yourself by working, by giving yourself this commitment now. Do you see how the Queen of Swords here has a heart that's locked, or emotions, a cup that's locked, meaning that it's not the time to feel emotional about this, to embark on it when you feel like it, or to worry about what other people think, or worry about maybe toxic friends. Now is the time to put your emotions aside and go and commit to what is important to you and what your heart calls out for, because you're meant to embark on this journey and you're really going to enjoy it. Pile number 1, this commitment will prove to bring you everything that you want. And what's more beautiful in life than to embark on something that we love doing every day? It doesn't feel like work anymore, does it, when we do something from the heart every single day? So all the best of luck, pile number 1. May you be successful and blessed. And it would be my honor to have done a reading for someone super special and successful like that. I hope you remember me one day and you remember this reading. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So you've chosen this beautiful beaver. And guys, I really love doing readings for you here on this channel. The energies are just mind-blowing. I can't understand or believe that we get a beaver here in a reading about talent. It's so mind-boggling and mesmerizing, because again, I see uniqueness here in your reading, because the beaver has 2 qualities. The beaver is a very hard worker. You can depend on them. They're dependable creatures. But at the same time, they are loyal and family comes first. They're very happy creatures and they love to do meaningful work. So you see here that the beaver is someone who is responsible. If they start work, they'll work steadily for weeks or months or years to see it through. So a lot of hard work, yet we're talking about work that is meaningful, that makes you happy. And we're talking about karma yoga, which is selfless service as well. Super, super interesting. I wonder what this is all about. And I'm ready to unveil more cards to find out what your talent is exactly, because this is looking very interesting so far. So I'm going to take out your oracle cards, and I was planning initially to just take 1 card, but in each pile 2 cards are revealed. I haven't seen this one, but I've seen the other 2. So it seems like we keep getting 2 cards in these readings. So you have the cave with a bear here as well. Retreat, and then you have growth, and it's showing me again pile number 2, the same 2 aspects. The cave here is a womb, and it talks about nurturing, and at the same time, so we have the nurturing aspect of you, and then we have the green man with the growth and being with the masculine energy, being able to go out there and get things done and be blessed. So, wow. Your talent, pile number 2, your talent, one of your strongest talents, is being able to follow your dreams until completion. Voila! So, pile number 2, that is a very rare talent to have, as you can see. Most people either work, and if you actually take a look at pile number 1, you'll see what I mean. Most people struggle with either following their dreams, and sometimes their dreams don't get them their abundance, or going after their job and getting financial abundance. Some people go after their work and they don't get financial abundance, and some people want to go after their dreams but they don't go after the dreams, and you're getting the gist here. You're one of the very unique people who has a vision, is able to dream big, nurture this dream, and bring it to life. One of your greatest talents, pile number 2, and I congratulate you for it. And not only are you talented in this aspect, but with the karma yoga, I see that you're someone who's not just after money. You're someone who wants to get the job done so well. You nurture it, you take very good care of it, because part of you wants to serve selflessly, but another part of you wants to be abundant and has this masculine energy of doing steady work until you see it through. You'll take all the time that is needed to make things come out perfectly, and you'll make sure that you give the quality promised to people. You'll make sure that you see it through with quality, and at the same time getting your return on your hard work. Pile number 2, so much respect for you. I don't know what to tell you. When we're doing what are you talented at, I was not expecting such amazing talent like that. Not this way. The readings are always deep on this channel because it pertains your energies, guys, and I'm so grateful that I have you as my viewers. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm definitely blessed, and I will always be thankful for it. So let's take a look deeper at your talent here, pile number 2. So you have the Hangman, a lot of greens in your reading. I definitely see a lot of abundance for you in the future. You have the King of Cups, yes, right next to the nurturing side. You have the 10 of Wands. This is a special 10 of Wands. You don't see someone suffering in this 10 of Wands. You rather see someone who's on a journey and is moving into the direction that they want. They've been going on for a long while, and once they reach the end, they will feel happy and satisfied because they've reached their destination. And you, wow, you have the 8 of Wands, pile number 2. Let's see the rest of your cards. You have the Moon. Let's see. Right. You have... Wow, the 6 of Wands. What's up with you guys? All of you leading to fame. That was pile number 1 as well. But with other cards, I'm not going to reveal what happened there. It was mind-blowing as well. But again, the aspect of fame. you're going to be really recognized. Pile number 2, you're going to create a lot of abundance and fame for yourself with this specific talent that we're taking a look at here in your reading today. You have the 7 of Pentacles right under cave. You do see here the 7 of Pentacles in conjunction with the cave. Someone taking their time, nurturing their plant or their project, giving it love and passion, as well as the earth element of work, a lot of work, and seeing it come to fruition. Pile number 2. So interesting. So you have the 2 of Swords in conjunction with the Beaver, because we did talk about you having 2 aspects to you that are a little bit different in the real world. A hard worker, but someone who's loyal and puts family first, or happiness first, puts meaningful work first, even though you are a very productive and adamant person about finishing your work. Steady. Lovely. You have the Ace of Swords. Interesting. You have the 10 of Swords. So you have the 10 of Wands and you have the 10 of Swords. Now this is significant. Okay, let's see what's going on here in this square. And you have the 7 of Wands. A lot of 7s, a lot of 10s in your reading. Pile number 2. Let me adjust the cards a little bit. So taking a look at your area here, I do now see what's the issue and what your spirit guides want to say. At the moment, pile number 2, a lot of you could feel a little bit stagnant, even though you love working. So you're either worn out or you kind of feel useless because you love working, you love achieving your dreams. But perhaps because we have the 10 of Swords with the 10 of Wands in conjunction with the 7 of Wands here, I see you've been hindered a little bit by circumstances in life. Maybe you've been through a lot of hard times here where you had to resolve your personal issues first. You had to resolve some underlying issues that prevented you a little bit from pursuing with that talent to achieve your dreams. Pile number 2. But alas, pile number 2, I do see you ready. I do see that maybe you've been a little bit into your emotions with some difficult times. And now with the 8 of Wands, you're ready to spring up. You're ready to move with velocity and work towards an idea here that's been brimming for quite a while with you. Pile number 2. I see that you kind of have a passion towards something. You have an idea that you want to work on. And you actually should really, pile number 2. You're really more than ready to start embarking on that journey at the moment. And if you're wondering if you're going to be successful or not, pile number 2, you have the Green Man. This is a promise of a huge abundance for you. Your Ace of Swords, pile number 2, has the Nautilus, and it's a symbol of growth, expansion, renewal. So there's renewal to your energy. There's a shift in your situation. I see you coming out of the hard times, your shadowy times, and healing through being in touch back to your karma yoga energy, the selfless service of doing something that you love on a new idea that you just know in your heart is going to serve humanity or serve the planet, serve animals. Who knows? It's serving something that you truly believe in, pile number 2. And it will also bring a lot of abundance and satisfaction and fulfillment to you, pile number 2. So heed the call and heed the idea that's brimming and start taking action on it. Pile number 2. I know you do not need any advice here with your resilience and your steady work. And so all you need to do is to just start. That's what you need to do, pile number 2. And things are going to be to completely change the other way round once you actually begin. Pile number 2. You do see the hanged man in this deck pointing or holding an arrow, then that's a rune here representing success. And so it looks like you see ancestral success as well. It seems like you are going to be achieving something that the planet really needs, our times really need, that will bring you fulfillment. You'll be doing it from your heart. You will care about the people or the service that you're giving. You'll either be giving a service to the planet, to the animals, to something with high regard, selfless service here. But at the same time, it will bring you, like we said, a lot of growth and success. And not only are you going to love doing it, pile number 2, but you'll be very famous for it. You'll bring a lot, you'll have a name because of the work that you'll be doing. A very big name one day, pile number 2. Now, I do see that you need to keep this a little bit secret or on the low. With the 7 of Wands here, you do see someone who's in a bubble and only she can see what's going on in the bubble. There may be perhaps some snaky people around you, some people who could discourage you, and some people who could feel a little bit jealous of what you're capable of doing. Pile number 2, and I know with the Beaver here, you've been a loyal person. Family comes first, the dear ones come first. And with the snake showing up in your reading, this may not have been the case. That's been reciprocated back to you. And I do see a strong message here with the cave, the snake, and the 7 of Wands, specifically in this deck, to keep things on the low. Work on your idea this time, hushed. Don't let anyone know until it comes out to the light. Just like birthing something, you know? People can't see the baby until it's out into the light, and that's exactly how you should deal with your endeavor, the one that is going to, the one that you're going to be using this specific talent for, pile number 2. Gosh, have I loved your reading, pile number 2. I have so much respect for you. All the best of luck on the abundance, on the fame, and specifically on how you're going to be serving humanity. I love you, pile number 2. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you've chosen the otter, and what a beautiful, beautiful animal. I love otters. And this is a reading about what your talents are. It's really interesting that the otter would land on a reading like this, because let me tell you what I'm seeing here. First of all, of course, as you may know, the otter is an energy of playfulness, joy. It's one of the most joyous creatures, really, and it represents absolute bliss. So the otter energy is playfulness of a child. And here's the thing: the otter has reverence for life itself. And what I see for you, pile number 3, that your biggest talent is your capability to have a very open mind and learn so much more and discover. You're a discoverer. Discover so much more than people, because with the playfulness of a child here, it doesn't have the presence of doubt, worry, skepticism. So you first take up the energy, take a look at what you see. You have a very open mind to learn, to fill in your cup, and then discern whether this makes sense or not and compare it to other things. So you're a great learner, and your open mind is really going to be taking you to places one day. Pile number 3. Super interesting. You have fun while learning. You're one of the very few people that enjoy learning, knows how to do it with fun, very curious, enjoys studying, enjoys reading, and enjoys learning. Pile number 3. So I'm loving your reading so far. Let's find out more. This wanted to pop out. And this one. Let's take a look let's take an in-depth look at your talent. Pile number 3. What? You have Nemesis here with lessons, again learning, but now we have a deeper look at that. And then you have Crone with wisdom and release. So this is exactly what we've been talking about here, pile number 3, and that's what makes your talent stand out. Actually, you have a very active mind, very wise. Although you seem very playful and sweet and joyful on the outside, you are a very wise person. And you take a look and have an open mind, and you take the lessons of life. You take everything that in terms of what information and knowledge has to offer you. And from there, you release what doesn't make sense, and you take the part that you like. You see here, you don't fully reject things or fully take them all in. You weigh things out after you've listened very attentively to it. Pile number 3. And from there, you're able to discern what to take into your circle of knowledge and what you need to release that doesn't seem wise from your point of view. Pile number 3, and it makes you an amazing learner. And this discovery and learning skill and talent that you have is really going to be taking you places one day. Maybe you're going to be inventing something or improving something, or you're going to become an expert or a master at something. Pile number 3. I'm so interested in your reading, and now I want to take your tarot cards and get more information about that for you. Pile number 3. Such amazing talent. Such an interesting character. Okay. Let's shuffle one last time. Right. So what is pile number 3's talent, please? So pile number 3, you have the 6 of Swords. You have the Hanged Man again. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Wands again. Interesting. These two came out in the last reading. You might want to check the last reading. Okay, you have the 7 of Wands. You definitely might want to check the last reading. Pile number 3. This has been shuffled very well. You have the 6 of Cups in conjunction with the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. All right. You have the Hermit. Yes, makes all the sense in the world with Nemesis here. You have the Star. You have the 3 of Cups. You have the Fool under the 6 of Swords. And last but not least, you have the 9 of Swords. What's going on here? Pile number 3. Sorry, pile number 3, my camera went off. Now, there's something very peculiar about this reading today. In all of the 3 piles, fame came very strong in every pile, suggesting that this talent is going to bring you and drive you a lot of fame. Now, with you in specific, pile number 3, the reason that your talent is going to bring you a lot of fame is because you're going to be embarking into a field that has reached a halt one way or the other, is moving very slowly. And you'll be here to present something new in this field. Pile number 3. You take your time to study, to read, to research, and to take a look at what other experts have provided. And after having read so much and opened your mind to the different area, because you take a look at the differences in your field, where some people only believe in one direction and then other people believe in a totally different direction. You have them fighting and arguing over the different point of views. You, on the other hand, pile number 3, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be listening attentively and with an open mind and researching on both point of views, where it would have been a taboo to come from a certain perspective and to study the other perspective. Perhaps there's a tag or a label of being silly or of being too spiritual or being too scientific or one thing or the other. I see you embracing both and starting a new perspective in this field. Pile number 3. In the beginning, you will be sacrificing yourself. It will cause you some stress, but you're too courageous for that. Pile number 3. You will take it in and you will persevere. You're going to be patient because you believe in your message very much. And through your journey, you're going to reach stardom, presenting something and proving it. Pile number 3, because we do see here in your pile the Ace of Pentacles in conjunction to the 6 of Cups. So I see you planting a new idea that may prove to be very controversial in the beginning, but I see you sticking with it, nurturing, growing with it until people really finally start listening to you, clapping to you, respecting your great effort into sticking by your message and showing the world a new light of how to do something. Pile number 3. And since you have Nemesis, which is the goddess of retribution, I see you showing the world through your studies that everything has consequences. Pile number 3. You're going to show people or the world that they must take responsibility for everything. For our negative thoughts, maybe, our blind eye, our words, our deeds, and understand the effect that these may have on others. Pile number 3. Gosh, it seems like you have a very big mission there. I see that you'll be working hard to protect your message. Pile number 3. You're going to be very courageous. You believe in it very much. Yes, it might be stressful, but you're going to be standing strong, believing in it. And it's really funny because, again, Nemesis, she stands as a guardian in order to offer protection and acknowledgement of some form of injustice. And this is what I see you doing here. Pile number 3. Now here's the thing, because of your studying skills, your research skills, and your open-mindedness, you'll be able to collect very key and very important information that will take away the silly excuses that's been happening, the gloominess, and you will be able to make a very strong point that no one can really deny. And this is how the truth will shortly thereafter be revealed. Pile number 3. Something is going to emerge into the light with what you're going to be presenting. Good job, pile number 3. Good job. So proud of you. So if you feel like you're sacrificing yourself a little bit in the beginning, pile number 3, wait, really. Wait and watch things unfold, pile number 3. In fact, I see your wisdom, pile number 3, is going to be celebrated. And whatever karma you're going to be bringing out, I know that you are going to endure a little bit in the beginning, but whatever you put in will come back to you with the Triskaline here threefolds. Again, there's this idea of being very famous, celebrated, and abundant. Pile number 3. So great job. Please keep sticking to what you believe in. Protect your message. It might seem scary in the beginning, but believe me, when we sacrifice a little bit, we deserve and we get the karma and we get a lot of achievements. It's the people who step out of their comfort zone and do the things that could be a little bit uncomfortable that reap the biggest results. And that's what I see here for you, pile number 3. I know that this is not your energy. You have the Otter. It has beautiful energy, playfulness, fun, and you will continue to bring out this fun, pile number 3. Before, now, and after, there is a little bit of time where it could be tricky, but that's life, right? Right after, you're going to go back to your energy, and in fact, you are going to be loved and admired for what you did there, pile number 3. So pile number 3, this talent that we're looking at stems from strong passion, a strong curiosity, loving learning and gaining information in general. And I see here with the Hermit, Nemesis in conjunction with the Hermit, you can take hours upon hours watching videos to learn things or reading about something just because you're curious and want to find the truth. And so you're not learning to collect information per se. You're really learning to answer a deep question that you have towards something, a burning question. Why do things work the way they do? Why is this happening? Why is this really going on? And you're not going to stop, because most of the answers that you're going to find at first are really superficial, or they pertain to one point of view or the other. And now you really want to get down to what the truth is. And because you really have this burning desire to find out what it is, you have the open-mindedness to listen fully and attentively to every point of view and every expert out there and everything that has been released and published, in order to find out finally the answer to your question by taking a look at everything and connecting the dots. And then you specifically finally have the answer. And that's how you make your wish come true, pile number 3. And because you've put it together so beautifully, so geniusly, in a very genius way, it's going to really be respected, and you're going to rise to stardom with that message that you have, pile number 3. So I don't know what your field is. Maybe you want to let me know down in the comment section, pile number 3. I'd love to get to know more about you. You seem to be a super interesting, fun person who loves to learn. And again, it was my honor doing this reading for you, pile number 3. It was so much fun and so interesting, just like you, obviously. And so, pile number 3, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!